watching him play in Chicago. I watched a little bit of what he did in Sweden last year when he was playing there. The cool thing about it is you get a very stark contrast in regards to Felix Unger-Sorum literally a year ago to how he is now. That gives you a good opportunity to see an actual black and white difference of how he was playing before, how he's developed since then, and how he's playing now. So first thing to note, Sweden is utilizing Unger-Sorum as a forward, but I did notice utilizing him as a winger as opposed to a center. But there are some things I noticed with his game that are particularly good. One of the first things that I noticed, very first shift, I noticed noticeably better puck pursuit, higher compete level. Now, that's not to say that Felix Unger-Sorum wasn't competing hard before, but when he didn't have the puck, instead of him having kind of a technical type of forechecking, it seems like he's leaned a little bit more into the effort side of the forechecking. And I noticed that from the very first shift. Skating, noticeable improvement, higher speed. The edge work is still really good, but he's definitely gotten faster. And that's really good considering he's not grown into his full body yet. He doesn't have all the strength that he's going to have in his lower body yet. But as he gets older and as he gets stronger, puts on some muscle, gets better condition and everything like that, expect the overall speed of his skating to improve. But I'm already seeing a pretty significant difference. It's significantly better than it was at last year's World Junior Hockey Championship. The ability to make plays has gotten better. I expected this, but it actually took a little bit more of a step than what I noticed. I particularly noticed on the power play, Felix Unger-Sorum has this really good ability to slow the game down when he has possession of the puck. And one of the other things that I really, really like about this kid, his head, his hands, and his feet are really synchronous with each other. They work almost in harmony. One of the problems that we used to talk about Nate is having, there was a disconnect that he had to mend between his feet, his hands, and his brain. I see none of that with Felix Unger-Sorum. He's very decisive in whatever he decides to do. His ability to handle the puck and his skating ability are all working basically in perfect harmony. So if he decides he wants to make a deceptive play and do a little toe drag, pull the puck back or anything like that, button hook really hard on the skates, he creates time and space all on his own, and he does it. He can do it very quickly, or he can wait until the right moment and then do it very slowly and create himself time and space. His edge work is really good. It's improved significantly compared to last season, in my opinion. And along with that, his ability to handle the puck in tight spaces has also improved. So everything that you want to see in regards to Felix Unger-Sorum being a playmaker, he is making significant progress in that, and that's the things that you want out of that kid. You want him to do the things he already does well. You want him to do them better, and that was one thing that I noticed. Now, as far as him being a power play asset, he's not being utilized on the penalty kill by Sweden, but him being a power play asset, as dynamic as he is, I can see him being in the bumper spot. He could play on the left or the right or be the other guy on the point, i.e. what Teravainen did a lot when he played for the Hurricanes, and there are some similarities in those two, the game between those two. Defensively, very solid. I feel like it's actually improved significantly. Away from the puck, he does have really good defensive awareness in the neutral zone. He likes to go reload at the blue line to help try and deny zone exits very significantly, very Aho-like in that regard. So overall, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of the kid. In the game versus Slovakia, it was a 5-2 win. He was +4, and he had 2 assists. I really think that we've got something special here with Felix Unger-Sorum. But that was just the notes that I managed to take on him for the first game. I'm going to try, if I can go somewhere and watch the game tomorrow, I will, so I can take some more notes on him. He's the prospect I'm keeping the eye on most. I unfortunately did not get to watch Canada get beaten by Latvia. Oh my God, that feels so good to say. So I have no notes currently on Bradley Nadeau. However, I would highly recommend checking out Kane's prospects page if you want to get an idea of how Nadeau is doing.